Welcome to the Sales,
Fails, and Cocktails Podcast.
Perfect.
Hey, you're tuned in to the Sales, Fails, and Cocktails Podcast.
Let's think on it and drink on it.
You could read what's on my mind right now. You would probably step back and wonder how I made it through the day today with such a big smile still on my face. But I spend my shit and I don't take theirs, and I don't pretend that life is fair. I wake up fast and we rage like hell, and if there's a hell then I'll
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Sales, Fails, and Cocktails Podcast with your boy Danny B and Mr. Nate.
Worth. You know, I actually thought of a good pun for this. Like, you know, I was saying, like, your network is your net worth.
Yeah,
it's like
I could already tell where
the
you're going
network
with this.
of Nate Worth is his net worth.
And tomorrow, when I sober up, I'm gonna re-listen to that, and then I'm gonna see if that was funny or not, because I'm buzzing a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's the cocktails part of this episode,
I
and I was really excited for this episode because I got a lot of fails this week too, and we're gonna dive into my shortcomings this week, and we're gonna really take a goddamn good look at myself, and it's gonna suck.
You're gonna get deep inside the mind of Danny B here.
Yes, and deep inside of his addictions and his problems and all of it, because that's what we're working on this week.
And I've actually had some pretty good success through the week.
That's good.
I
That's
will
good
say.
because you're the sales part of this. I'm the complete fucking fails of this, and then I'm drinking. So there's the cocktails.
We also have a guest here with us today.
We do, and I'm really excited about it. We have Miss Kayla coming in. This topic of this week is gonna be motivation, and it's gonna be goal setting. And you know, you got to have people around you throughout the week that actually keep you onto those things. And so that's why I wanted her here, because she's usually around me most of the week. She's my assistant in my music and things I do. So I wanted her to hear me say the things that I'm going to say today, and then keep me to it throughout the week. So
You should probably let her say hi first.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let her say hi. Kayla, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Okay,
What's
she's usually really loud, but she purposely just said hi really quiet. Say hi again louder.
Hi.
There you go.
Hi.
Stop making fun of me. We're supposed to make fun of you.
Yeah, well, not yet. We're not making fun of me. We're working on me. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll contribute wherever I can.
Exactly. Yeah, so like we said, we're getting into the topic of, setting goals for yourself. And getting yourself in the right mindset to attain those goals. And yeah, I'm really excited for this topic today.
See, I wasn't really excited for this topic because I think this is a really cliche topic, and I'm sure every podcast does this topic.
I think most
I need to hear this
Yeah.
because through the last week, we'll get into that, man. I did a journal for the last few days of how shitty I've been on my journey and how I keep fucking myself up, basically. And now that I can actually, and I did it in a school grade type scenario, like I would write, my thoughts. Like today, I woke up and did this.
Like
and
he
then I did
actually
this.
graded himself.
Diary.
Yeah,
He gave himself an F minus.
minus.
Keep all your grades. Can you go back?
F minus. Well, that's the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna through the span of me doing this, I'm gonna get to go back and look at it and see that if I've completely didn't get over the shit that I need to get over, or if I overcame it and I became a champion of your hearts, and that's what I'm excited to look at. But yeah, I got an F minus on my first day, and if this was like an actual school day, I failed before lunch.
Yeah.
Basically. And
But
but I had a strong second half of the day until I failed again. And then, So, yeah, we'll get into that definitely, too. And it's the first
now that
time
you
I ever
mentioned
took
that-
a look at myself like that.
But now that you mention that, though, I mean, that actually keeping a journal, of your day-to-day activity and your day-to-day routine is actually good to, catalog yourself and kind of look back. Let's say, you write a journal entry on Monday or whatever. It doesn't matter any day of the week. Take a look back at that journal entry, a week later, and just see, what you fucked up on.
Yeah.
Which is kind of exactly what you were talking about. Just wow, I definitely need to.
And I do this in
need
my
to not
head
do
every
this.
week. But I'm hoping that this time, seeing it every day of the week reminding myself, seeing it in print form of how shitty I am, that at the end of the week, I'll be able to look at it and be like, okay, well, it's time to fix this.
Yes.
The wake-up call, basically.
And it puts you on the fast track towards self-improvement, which is a good thing.
You know, too, I can't be completely down on myself. I did have some ups, you know. I'm on day 13 of no smoking.
Yeah.
And that is a... God, I want a cigarette. Right fucking now, I want a cigarette. Just saying the words.
But 2 weeks in, man, that's...
2 weeks. Okay, so here's where I'm at now, though. So I did like the hardest thing in the world to do, which is quitting an addiction, let alone the third hardest addiction to quit. Thank you.
What's the first two?
I think heroin's one, and then like the second one is like, I don't know, like crystal meth or something.
Porn?
I beat the regular meth. So I'm proud of that. Like, yeah, we did it. We beat meth.
Yeah.
We'll take down heroin next or something.
Yeah.
I hope I don't.
Meth and crystal meth. Like, what's the fucking difference? Like, they're all, I don't know.
Okay, but the reason I stopped smoking was because I got all these fucking projects and things I'm trying to get done, and I realized that like if I can't quit smoking cigarettes, which I already know is bad for me and it's like killing me, plus I've given so much fucking money to it in the last 10 years, like how can I do anything? So I've accomplished that. It's still a work in progress, but now if I don't tackle the next few things, it would have been all for nothing. So that's where I'm at now, and that's why I did that journal this week, and we'll get into that a little later. So
yeah. So I guess we can just, what we'll do is that we'll like recap, I guess, what some of our accomplishments and things that we've learned.
Yeah, let's talk about last week real quick.
Last week. Okay, I'll start off. I actually had a pretty good week. I mean, on the days that I had off, like, because obviously I can't really do a lot of like, networking and shit on like non-business hours. I mean, I can, but it's just not as easy to get a hold of people. But I still like tried. I tried.
He tried.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh, actually,
but that doesn't really mean anything that I'm learning.
Do or do not. There is
do.
no try.
Yeah.
Yoda. Hashtag.
Did Yoda say that?
Yeah, Yoda said that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the inner nerd in me coming out. Danny knows all about it. I'm all about like nerd culture and like video games.
Nate's a fucking nerd, man.
I am a nerd.
Nate is a super nerd. But like, here's the thing: is like, I want to be a nerd, but I'm trying. Like, I'm like the guy that's trying to be a kid again. Like, tell me more about this. And like, really, there's conventions where like, so these chicks are hot and they're dressed up and it's like nerdy. Okay, well, I guess. Okay, like, I'm trying.
Nerds know how to party, man. Yeah. But anyway, so I actually did take a day off work. One because like I actually wanted to take a day off.
I remember this.
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I called out of work.
Yes.
Okay, to be fair, I wasn't feeling the greatest in the morning. I wasn't feeling too good. I'm just like, I'm not gonna go in today. I'm just gonna chill out and just whatever. But I took that time to like go online because like I said in the last episode, if you guys didn't catch last week's episode, we were talking about like kind of what our ventures are going to be, and I was getting into, like I said, wholesale real estate and flipping houses and that kind of shit, and I was looking up ways to kind of market myself and get my name out there, and like what were the best ways to do that, but and a lot of the methods I found were like using direct mail and which I can't afford to like send out like a mass mailing of like 1,000 postcards or whatever, because that's like mail costs money. That's what it boils down to. So what I did is we live here in Omaha, Nebraska. We'll touch up on that again just in case anyone forgot about that. And I did, yay Omaha, woo! Nothing
awesome.
happens here. What do we have? We have like, I don't know what's Omaha?
We have one thing, and you know what the fuck it is? It's the Huskers. That's all we got.
Well, that's Lincoln. We don't even have the Huskers.
Yeah, right.
We don't even have the Huskers.
We have the one thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got Funplex. That's cool. I guess they got like water slides and shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a half-ass attempt at a roller coaster there, but anyway. So what I did is I just went online. Oh, burp. Anyway. So what I did was I went online, and I just typed in we buy houses Omaha, buy cash houses Omaha, or whatever. Like just did a quick little Google search. And I did that on both Google and Craigslist, and I found a good like 15 or so numbers to call, like of wholesalers and other property management companies that kind of do the same thing that I'm trying to get into. And all I did was I just did cold calls, like we were. You
did it?
I did cold calls.
You did it. So
I did cold calls.
Okay.
Yeah, I did cold calls. So
my enemy.
Yeah, your enemy.
My mortal enemy.
And okay. I called all the numbers I found. It's about 15 or so. So I didn't find a whole lot, but it's a good start. And I actually got quite a few calls back. I had people I left a message on the ones that didn't answer. Just said, hey, I'm getting into the wholesale real estate market here in Omaha, Nebraska, and I kind of just wanted to know what kind of houses you guys were interested in looking for, and I'm also trying to build my network of buyers. So if you guys are interested, give me a call back. Blah blah blah, and yeah, like I would say my ratio was about 40% for callbacks. So I got like
That's pretty good.
I had 6 people call me back, and like, yeah, we'd be interested if you want to put me down as a buyer. Blah blah blah. Like we'll do all that stuff, and then I also took that time to just go around and look at houses that people might have been interested in, like whether that be searching them online, or I just went around and drove in neighborhoods and looked for houses that were for sale by owner. It was great, dude, because the first neighborhood that I went to, I found 2 houses that were on the same fucking block that were for sale by owner that were exactly what these people were described that they were looking for.
What's up?
That's awesome. This is cool. But like,
And then you get to pit each one against each other.
yeah, like now fight to the death for my amusement.
Yeah, basically.
No, but yeah. So right now is like I want to try to get some houses under contract, but first I need to write up contracts for assignment or double closing contracts, whatever you want to call it. I did kind of write up a draft. I want to maybe talk to an attorney to see what would be the best way to word that, but I don't know. So I had a pretty productive day that week, last week I should say, or I guess it would be this week. Yeah, it was last week. Never mind.
It was last week.
It was last week.
Yeah.
And
I'm really glad that you were productive. I don't know. Maybe we break into my world of. Oh, you guys have.
And also, I forgot. I wanted to add this at the beginning. I forgot about this, but we actually. I posted. I'm a member of a forum online called The Secret Entourage.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, The Secret Entourage.
I think I saw that.
Okay. This thing's cool. It's cool as shit. Like, it's not a very. It's kind of like when they say Secret Entourage, like it kind of does live up to the name because there aren't a whole lot of people on this.
Yeah.
But like it is like a very, very reliable network, and I posted. They have a forum on there specifically for like hey, post your projects, post your business or whatever. So I posted a link of our podcast with our to a link with our SoundCloud. And we actually got a listener now in Pakistan, believe it or not.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. I don't know if you know this, but FreeRoam, my artist persona, is actually pretty big in India right now.
Yeah.
So, with me and my assistant Kayla, I think what it is they like my music and they want to bang Kayla, and we're pretty known in India, so it's pretty awesome. And I think if it doesn't work in America, we're moving to Canada. I mean, they love my music. Yeah,
they love the music.
They really love Kayla.
But
And,
also,
yeah, we go there and we'll be kings basically.
Yeah, you could live off like $100 and like
Exactly.
buy the country.
Yeah.
No, that's rude.
I know I can get a call center
I'm
job.
sorry. I didn't mean to offend any Indians out there. But this guy also his name is Safwan something. I don't.
That was a good try.
Safwan. I don't remember what his last name was. Safwan Khan.
Safwan. Hey, buddy. Thanks for listening.
So Safwan, yeah, if you are listening, thank you very much for listening, and he also has a website that I'm going to plug. Since he showed us
plug
some
it
love.
up, dude. Plug it up. It's our first outside caller plug.
On the second episode, yeah. So Safwan has a blog called startupily.com, and it's basically it's a site for entrepreneurs or like people that are in the same kind of startup business that just like want to like promote their business and just like want to network and get their name out there. So if you guys have a business that you want to promote a little bit more, get a little more traffic generated to your website or whatever.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's your man. Go check out.
He's the man.
He's the
right
man.
There. You have a direct connection.
Go check out startupily.com.
And we'll put that in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll put that in the notes. We'll put that in the link.
Click on it and go check it out.
Yeah,
right there.
Exactly. So yeah, thank you, Safwan. Thank you, Safwan.
Yeah, I was like, okay, thank you, Safwan.
Thank you.
Safwan. I'm trying my best.
SAFWAN.
Dude, that's awesome, man. We're like second episode in, and we're already plugging other people's stuff. That's awesome. We're working our way up the fucking charts here.
Anyway, so we can put that in the show notes too.
Okay, so that was your weekend wrap up.
Well, what about yours though? You didn't talk about yours.
Well, I'm about to get into it.
Yeah, that was my week. That was my week wrap up.
Okay, so check us out. 2-3 days ago, I decided I wanted to, because I told you I quit smoking cigarettes. I'm trying to do everything I can to turn everything around that's not working for me. I'm to the point where it's like it's fucking go time. It's what it is, right? It's go time. It has to be. And like I can't deal with where I'm at my job and shit. Like it's just fuck it. It's time to fucking go. So I went through and I wanted to evaluate myself day to day. So I started this journal and I was really real with myself through this journal. Like we were saying earlier, first day.
We have to set the mood. Time for readings with Danny B.
It's the readings with Danny B.
Like music.
It's the 11th day of me not smoking cigarettes. I'm pretty excited about that. I wake up. It's 5:30. I set my alarm for 5:30, so I'm doing good. I fall back asleep. I wake up at 8:30. That's not so good. I eat a muffin sandwich for breakfast, which could be good, but it's not because I chose to eat the one that has more calories.
Oh my fucking god.
So I'm breaking it down from we're getting to the fucking core of me here. Okay. I still convince myself to lace up my shoes and go for a run. That's pretty good. But after I got back from that run, I argued with my wife. That's not good. I took a shower, shared my podcast for a little bit. That's pretty good, I guess. Oh, I wrote some feelings down too, because since I stopped smoking, I'm starting to feel things again, like I mentioned last episode. Yeah. So here's my feelings. I feel like I only really have a couple friends. Oh man, this is so sad. I feel like I might be an asshole, but only because I spend my time thinking about my business, and even when I'm not doing anything, which is a problem because I'm basically feeling like an asshole for no reason and I'm not getting anything done. That's basically my problem. I'm working with the procrastination thing, but like why? We gotta get to the core of it. Why? All right. Let's see. So that was about 8:30 or 9:30. It's now 12 p.m. Still no work done. I smoked a little. My excuse was I was sore.
Oh my god.
And then, let's see. Then it gets really sad because my wife went to work and then I raided the refrigerator and I binged from, it looks like 12:45 till somewhere in between like 2:30. Took a nap.
In the morning?
No, this is in the afternoon.
Oh my god.
This is prime time, like you're just fucking your life up shit. Didn't do jack shit. I got that circled. Didn't do jack shit. I told you I did this like teacher grade wise. Let's see. Yep, and then so it's about 5:15 in the afternoon. I realized what I was doing, and I turned it around. I cleaned the apartment. I got some stuff ready for the podcast. I cleaned the fish tank. Got the kids' dinner ready. Then I got into I let the devil in my head talk a little bit, and then I had a couple drinks. And then from that point on, I didn't do anything. Yeah, I know it's the getting close to evening. It's okay, but it's not okay because like I didn't get anything like fucking career-wise done. Exactly. So that's what I'm getting to now, and that's what I'm learning. So then, let's break it down to the next.
So that was just one day?
That was one day of failures and fuck-ups. But at least now I have a paper of red. It's a roller coaster ride. It is. It's a roller coaster ride for sure. Okay, so the next day. Let's see. I wake up really sore. I gotta go back to work, which really sucks. I'm already not off to a good start.
Yeah. I don't like going back to work either.
Let's see.
I would like enjoy going back to work if it was like my own business.
My feelings.
But, your feelings.
I feel motivated.
Oh.
Sore.
Oh.
Tired.
That's not good.
Hopeful.
Yeah.
And really tired of failing.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay,
Hang
so
in
then
there, kitty.
Here's where it gets really good. This is like the climax right here. I get off work and it says what I literally wrote was, let's see, leave work, heading home to get shit done. I will not eat and sleep. It's work time. Get the coffee ready, baby. The next line is at 6:30. I have a fucking problem. It's 6:30 and here I am again in a world of self-doubt, drunkenness, and stupid time-wasting thinking. I fixed the cigarette problem, but I have to change my drinking and other habits if I want to be squiggly. So I clearly I'm trying to get squiggly, but I just can't get there because I keep succumbing to the problems.
So does that mean we have to kick out the cocktails part of this?
No, see that's the thing. It's the podcast part, and like you're gonna get me to sit here and talk for an hour. I'm gonna have to have a couple cocktails in me. No, but it's like it's more of the inner voice, and that's the problem with anyone who like has the procrastination problem, which is everybody. It's everybody except the ones that were successful. Obviously, figured out how to get over
It's
it.
like that.
And that's the whole thing with the goal setting and the
It's like that
motivation.
Shia LaBeouf TED Talk that came out where he's like,
That was
just
weird.
do it.
That was so weird, dude.
He's like,
It was so weird. I don't even like. Does anyone know why that's out or no? Or what?
I don't know. I mean,
was it like a joke?
No, it was real.
No,
Like,
I mean, if you tell me it was a joke, I know it wasn't a real TED Talk. It was
a real TED Talk.
No, I don't think.
Yes,
that
it was.
No,
Yes,
I swear
it
to God,
was.
If that was a real TED Talk, like I think I might be able to go do a TED Talk tomorrow.
You could. If
I
Shia,
didn't know it was that easy.
If
I
Shia
thought
La-
you had to have done something.
if Shia LaBeouf could stand in front of a camera and yell at you for who knows how long.
That's what I'm saying though. But
like,
real TED Talks are done in front of people, not camera.
well,
I think it was a joke.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to Google it. Well, I guess you're right. We're 1 week into this, and we're at 20 minutes in, and now we're talking about Shia LaBeouf. We'll figure this out. We'll come back with the answer next week.
Yeah.
The smoke will have cleared. We'll get some answers by then.
Yes, we're not gonna debate this for the because once we get on that topic,
But it was a
we're
joke.
gonna go on too many tangents.
So yeah, that was basically my I fucked up this week, and that's why I wanted to do this podcast, because I don't want to do that anymore, and I want to make this shit pop, and I want to make it work. So that's where I'm at right now. I got a whole completely different mindset. I'm to the point now where it's like it's fuck it. Like I probably won't, but I might go quit my job tomorrow and then just make this shit happen. You got to sink the lifeboat.
Yeah.
You got to sink the lifeboat.
So what are you gonna do apart from that to change your habits here?
Same thing I did with cigarettes. It's just I'm just not gonna give in to the demon
just
in the
gonna
head,
quit.
basically. But
just
that's
gotta
why,
quit cold
and that's why I
turkey.
want to do this today, this episode, because it's I want to hear it throughout the week. I want to hear this because, like, same thing with cigarettes. Like, I wanted to smoke a cigarette so bad, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I got a podcast. I can't. People are gonna hear me fail next week if I tell them that I gave in and I did that and I did
Yeah,
this.
when we
Fuck that.
when we come back next week, I expect you to have a better story to tell them that.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah,
right?
you-
But
Otherwise,
that's why
I will be-
I was super excited to do this episode because I wanted to get to the core of what the problem, because that's the point of doing this. We're doing this for the people that are like us, like same ones that are sitting there like, why am I not doing? I mean, I think about it all the time, but you're not doing anything.
Yeah, what exactly? Like, you can't. You can dream all you want. You can tell yourself, yeah, I'm gonna be rich one day. It's like, well, there's two problems with that. One, if you're just dreaming, you're not taking any fucking action. And two, if you're just saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna be rich one day, it's like, well, what the hell does that mean? Like, that's not a goal. That's just an idea. If you have something that's like, oh, I want to have $1 million in 5 years. Okay, that's a goal. Like me, for example, my goal is to have an Audi RS5 by the time I'm 30 because I love that car.
Yes,
But I'm working. That's a goal. Like, it's something to work for. Like, you need to have something in mind. If you're gonna say like, oh yeah, I want to be rich one day, it's like, well, you need. That's like, just don't be vague like that. Like, have a.
that's the thing, dude. Everyone around me always says it. Like, I'm gonna open up my own business and then I'm gonna have my own restaurant. And I
like,
say,
okay,
well,
well,
what are you doing to make it happen?
Yeah, what do you?
Well, I'm going to school and I'm trying to figure. I'm like, oh, see, I don't got time. I don't got time to talk to you, hear you say that, because
the longer
that's where I'm
the
past
longer
that
you,
point.
The longer you wait, the more time you're wasting, and like what is it saying? Like, you making excuses is gonna get you. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, some people say, oh yeah, I want to start this business, like you said, and it's like, well, I don't have time to do this. Like, well, make time. Don't fucking like just sit around and say, yeah, I don't want to do that.
See, I think it's funny because I went from like literally within the matter of minutes yesterday was like, on my way home, I'm motivated. I'm gonna go fucking get this shit done, and then like minutes later, I'm passed out and I'm sleeping till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and then I wake up and then nothing gets done.
Because you have to discipline yourself.
It is. It's all discipline. Same with the cigarette smoking. It's like it's a real breakdown of like your fucking brain. It's getting to the like how you think and changing the way you think, and that's the funny thing too, is like my thinking has greatly changed since I started doing this, since I've started this journey. And basically, like, I feel like every day, that's why I wrote to that part, like, I feel like I don't have any friends anymore, because like the people that don't think like me are slowly fading out. to the background. You know what I mean?
And I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that's
I
like,
can nail,
oh,
there's like
that adds to my
10
problems,
people-
and it's like,
10
oh man,
people
but
I can
like
think
honestly,
of.
yeah, and it's like, I heard a thing too. It's like, I think Grant Cardone said that too. It's like, man, you're not supposed to be kicking it with the same people you kicked it with in the first grade.
No,
You're not involved. You know what I mean?
You have to. If you want to get to where you eventually want to end up, your end game. If you want to get to your end game, you need to start hanging out with people that you want to see. Like, where do you want to be in 5 years? Okay, find that person that's there to that point. Hang out with them. Learn from them. Have them mentor you. Do whatever. Like, have them teach you the ropes. And then once you get to that point, find someone that you want to be. Find another person where you want to be in 5 years. So, like, it gradually just gets like exponentially better as time goes by, and you're gonna get to your end game before you know it. Like, it's gotta take work. It's gonna take discipline. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight. No one's gonna do it but you.
No one's gonna do it but you. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And same thing with my job. And man, you gotta sink the lifeboat.
Like, dude,
and I hear that all the time,
fucking...
but like until you actually sink the lifeboat, like you still feel like right now, like I'm gonna go to work tomorrow probably, most likely, and I'm gonna sit there and from 5 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock, I'm gonna be thinking, why am I still here? What are you doing?
What I think
and I've been doing
day.
this for like so much. That's why I think I'm getting to the point where I think I'm about to make the decision. I mean, I'm going to make the decision to not do it no more, but I think it's a little bit closer than I thought.
Like, you need that's one thing I always wonder. Like, I mean, I always hear stories about people saying like, you have to know, like, it's like, you just have to quit your job. It's like, well, yeah, I know you have to quit your job to like really pursue your dreams and your passions like to your full extent. But it's like, how do you know when the time is right? Like, how do you know when is the right time to quit your job?
But then that's where I'm at. Is like we've been doing music so long, and I've been thinking about this so long that I don't think there is a time. I think you just have to do it. I guess the time that's right is when you're right to do it. Like now, like I said, like maybe the day you go 14 days without smoking cigarettes. That's like your chance. Like that's your window now. It's like, okay, now it's time. Like look what you just did real quick. Like I'm not saying it's gonna last forever because like like when you're battling addictions, you hear people relapse constantly. I haven't relapsed yet, but I've thought about it.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's when the time is right. So maybe I'm in that spot right now where the time is right, and I gotta fucking go for it.
Because you can't grind part time.
You can't grind part time.
You cannot grind and hustle and
when you work a
grow your
full-time
business.
job, man, you go there and you're sitting at work, and I know people do this. I know they do. And the ones that don't do this, that's because they've given up. And that's the people that I feel surrounded by sometimes, and I see people that just aren't.
And we're not saying that like everybody that works a 9-to-5 job is like has given up, because there are people that like they're in a career or in a field that they're passionate about, and that's perfectly fine. I fully like encourage you guys.
See,
to
that's
do
what I'm talking about. Those aren't the people I see.
Those are the people that we're talking.
The people that I see, those kind of people they're off doing shit. They're making it happen.
They're making a name for themselves. They're like. Yeah. They're doing it. They're doing what they want to do.
I'm talking about the fucking soul suckers. Yeah. And they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're soul suckers, man. They're just working this job. This job sucks, man. I'm gonna go get this other job. And you're thinking in your head like, oh man, that sounds equally as terrible. Like,
it does sound equally as terrible.
You're just gonna go there and hate life again there and do this.
To have them hate life somewhere else instead of around you.
Yeah, exactly.
I
but
guess.
Sometimes,
but
here's the thing though, for people that can't do, like they're just not happy at their job, you're always gonna be around that. So you have to. That's where I'm at. I'm at the decision now where it's like, man, I need to go do what I need to go do. And it's fucking possible, man. Anything's possible. I quit smoking cigarettes. I quit. I did it. I mean,
you're 2 weeks in.
2 weeks in, baby. It's out of my system like that. I haven't done that in forever. And
are you still like hacking up all that gross black shit in your lungs?
Oh man, now we're getting like serious. Yo, you okay? Yeah. I am. But every time I see it come up, I'm like, yeah. Fuck you, black lung.
Oh man.
So yeah, and that's the goal setting. And like, what was funny about me quitting cigarettes is like I didn't really plan on it, and it wasn't. I mean, I've been planning on it. Like everyone plans on doing stuff. But one day I just woke up and was like, I'm just gonna do it today. And then oh crap, I did it. And then it's like, okay, well I'm just not gonna do it tomorrow. I'm like, oh my god, I did it. Now I'm 2 days in. Okay, now I'm 3 days in. Now I'm gonna start telling people. Like so now like when you fail, they're all gonna like expect you to fail. Which is funny because I didn't say anything from day 4 till day 9 again. I'm like, yep, just day 9, not smoking. I'm like, oh yeah, you're still doing that?
Yeah.
It's just like the enthusiasm's gone, you know. So
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, well now I'm just doing it for myself.
Yeah, 'cause
So-
nobody cares at that point.
Yeah, at
But-
first it's and I think of all the time they're like, I got people that are like, yeah, I'm quitting smoking.
With any goal,
like,
whatever,
no,
you have to have
you're not.
you have to have a plan in place first. Have your
Yeah.
plan in place, and fucking just take action. You got to do it. It's
Visualization.
visualize
You
the win.
hear it all the time. You have to write down your goals. You have to do this, and you don't. And look where you are. So
And it even starts with daily goals. Like that day, like what I was talking about the other day when I took the day off work. I told myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use today. I'm gonna go out and look for some houses. I'm gonna make some calls, and I'm gonna like start building a little network. And it's like that one day, and I like told myself that I was gonna sit down and make the time to do that. Like literally, the phone calls I would finish in like a half hour. Like I called all those numbers, I left my messages, I was done. And out of that half hour, I got like 6 potential buyers now that would be willing to work with me. Well, whether that been like phone calls or like posting online and forums and shit like that. But it's like, hey, that's 6 people that didn't know me beforehand, and it's like it's a good feeling. I love it.
it kicks. Yeah,
Yeah,
when you get
it kicks ass.
when you get that high. And I've been on the high with the smoking thing, and that's why now I'm to that point where it's, well, you did this. Okay, so now, but like, you know, you're like, it's like winning an Olympic medal, but like 2 years later, you know, like, I won the Olympic medal, but like, yeah, but dude, like this year, you know,
And then
like,
you turn into Caitlyn Jenner.
yeah, and then you,
I think, don't they threaten to take them away too?
Oh,
I love this. Okay, here's what I thought. Like a week ago, I'm like, oh my god, I'm just so like disgusted with the world. Not that I'm disgusted with the fact that this is like what people are focusing on. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you have your opinions. Everyone's allowed their opinions. It's cool, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. But people just focus their attention on somebody else's shit, and it's just like. But now I'm thinking like, good.
good.
Like I get it now. I'm just like, yeah, keep focusing over there. I'm gonna go get the money, and I'm gonna go
And
get.
and you guys,
I'm gonna
You guys
progress.
can follow the gossip.
Yeah, so like all the producers or people that do music and like stuff like that, right now they're on Facebook somewhere looking at Kate Jenner and like talking and tweeting about her, but I'm over here like actually doing something, and I'm like, good, do it, less competition, baby, do it, go do it,
That's like you were
Caitlyn
saying-
Jenner,
that's like you were
tweet her
saying.
up, hashtag Caitlyn Jenner, hashtag
Jenner.
do it,
Do it.
do it.
Yeah, like we were saying before, like you have to take
On a
action.
serious
on a
note.
serious note, you have to just fucking say screw it and just take action and
do it.
Do it. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf.
And that's literally where I'm at right now. Like I have the product. I've had many products. You know, like with my music, I have great songs, and some of them I haven't even put out yet because I haven't been serious about what I'm gonna do with it yet.
And that's
then
good.
now I started my own business to fund my music, but at the same time, it's the same thing. You can keep a lot of people do that. They always start new projects. I know people that love starting new projects. And they do this, and they'll get like a sound down, and then they'll get like, or they'll get their business down, but then they completely 180 into a new business, and it's just like.
It's like you can't keep starting over. You can't keep starting over, and you can't.
The problem is you, and you're gonna take it into the next business, and then you're gonna take your problems into the next business. You need to just stick with what you know, and then make it happen. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to fix all the little things that are enabling me from not getting where I need to go.
you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You can't just like have a bunch of different.
I have
like,
that tattooed across my chest.
liar.
That's true.
But anyway,
It's true.
like
It's totally fucking true.
you I mean, but people like that though, like their mind is in the right place. Like it's not. It's cool that they're trying to like try new things and like start new ventures and everything. But there comes a point when it's like, dude, you gotta like establish some roots. You can't just fucking keep bouncing around from one thing to the next. I mean,
the concept of it takes 10 years to create an overnight success.
yeah. But if you're
That's the same thing though. Like you have to put the time in to work, and if you don't do it, it doesn't happen.
and if you can make it work, you have a special gift. Like you are a serial entrepreneur. Like, and there are people that are like that. Like fucking.
And
like
you probably have like 13 bodies underneath your house because
Yeah.
like you're too smart for the laws of society. That's
they just know how to get away with everything.
yeah.
Yeah. So just like grind it out. Don't fucking slack off, and also don't try to like start so many different things at once you can't handle it and you lose track of what your direction is. Because like the most expensive thing that you can do, or the most expensive thing in the world is wasting time. And at the end of the day, if you're just wasting time, you're not going to gain anything. And but at the same time, just Like, don't like getting over your head.
What's that saying? Procrastination's the devil's playground. Is that what it is?
Maybe, I don't know.
Something like that.
It could be.
Which is true. It's like you got this time to waste, and then you waste it, and you do such a good job wasting it. But then you're gonna be. That's where I don't want to be. Is looking back like, wow, I haven't done anything, but I can tell you every episode of Family Guy. Like, can I put that on the application? Where's the spot for that? Doesn't seen every episode of Family Guy. It just doesn't work, man. No. And that's the thing too. Is like I've cut out TV. I pretty much punish myself throughout the day now. Like I'm getting to the point, but I'm gonna get to the point where I'll start to like it. Yeah, like you know.
And that's fine. Like you have to make like entrepreneurship in itself is about making sacrifices.
It's nothing but sacrifices.
And
you
cutting
think
out,
you're gonna start your job in your own little company, and you're gonna like less time in the office, and when I'm there, it's but like it's more time.
No.
You're gonna spend every second thinking about this, and when you're not where you want to be, you're gonna spend time thinking about how much it sucks.
Like it's
and
it's a risk, but it's a great trade-off at the end.
The payoff is well worth it, but you need to put yourself in a situation where you can win, and you can't do that until you take a look at yourself. And that's what I'm doing, and I'm evaluating myself, and I'm sucking right now, but goddamn it, we're gonna turn it around, and you get to be here to watch me turn it around. And if not, then you can trash on me for the rest of my life. That's fine. I won't let that happen, obviously. Because that would suck.
On that note, we probably should
take them to break.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna take a word from our sponsors.
Pay the bills. Pay the bills. I'll pay the water bill.
I mean, I can cover the gas, I guess.
I'm in love with this mansion. Can it be something from the middle of the map that they came to see? Who knew you do this voodoo? This group prove ain't nothing fucking with me. I'm in love with this man. You created a business or a product. You designed the website, got your business cards. Now all you need is the perfect way to let the world know. Good news is, you can get a commercial just like this from FreeRoam Music LLC, and it won't break the bank. You'll receive an MP3 and a video formatted version of the commercial that you can upload to YouTube. Perfect for websites, Facebook pages, and even the radio. A voiceover commercial from FreeRoam Music LLC can help your business stand out from the rest. Best part is, it's 100% free to hear and 100% affordable. To receive your very own custom voiceover commercial, just dial 402-216-1098. That's 402-216-1098. Or go online and visit freeroammusicllc.com. Pro sound at a great sounding price. Can it be something from the middle of the map that they came to see? Who knew you do this voodoo? This group proof ain't nothing fucking with me. Riding through the old dodging po-po like a mofo. Fucking with a bad bitch, traded for a rat shit. I'm so sick with the flow, oh no. I'm about to go so ready, savage. Damn, I'm gonna leave that in. See, right now the music's playing, and I'm just like leaving that in. You were a jerk, dude. You hurt my feelings.
Killer. Be nice.
Trash
be nice.
me. Keep me in check. Okay. Well,
yeah, you guys missed the verbal abuse that Kaylee gave us off the air just now.
It sucks. While the commercial was playing. I was getting ripped a new one, more or less. But whatever. We're back.
We're back. We're getting into it.
We want to thank you back for tuning in to the Sales.
Thank you back.
We want to welcome you back and thank you for tuning in to the Sales, Fails, and Cocktails podcast. Yeah, see, we synced up there.
I'm your English teacher now, apparently.
I wanted to get it. Hold on, real quick. I did say last week that I was going to set up the website. So we got salesfailsandcocktails.wordpress.com. So come over and you can check out all the episodes. We'll have them all up there and our show notes. And we might even do a little section of like meet the voice behind the microphone.
Meet the people behind the mic. In person.
Help
in
me
the bedroom.
Help you meet
Wait, what?
Me.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
What? Also, what I want to do... Oh, definitely follow me on Twitter. I'm working on my Twitter. I hear the kids tweeting, and I'm trying to work on that. So you can follow me at... Because you got to say that. You got to say at free to roam free.
The number 2.
The number 2. Free the number 2 roam free on Twitter.
Yeah.
And we'll tweet me and I'll tweet you back. We're gonna be like two fucking
tweet
birds,
me?
dude.
Tweet you.
I can never do that.
Every
Tweet
time.
Me, tweet you. I can't do it. I'm fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
dude,
we're in
used
the
to
digital
act,
world, so definitely tweet us. And I want my buddy in Pakistan to tweet me.
Yeah, Safwan, tweet us. Oh, I should probably add mine in there too.
Yeah.
My Twitter,
See, this is already not off to a good start. Because when you're about to tell somebody your Twitter, you don't want to start it with, my Twitter. Means it's gonna be get your pen and paper out. We're gonna need some.
It's because I haven't done much with it because I just made a personal Twitter not too long ago. But my Twitter is
Twitter just got personal.
Personal. Payback. Payback's a bitch.
Time to get our tweet wet. I don't.
Right.
Okay. So why don't you just tell them what your Twitter is?
Anyway, my Twitter here is the letter N, Worth. It's WERTH 1988. That's it. Yeah. At Nworth 1988. That's my Twitter.
Yeah. So you're gonna need a piece of paper. You're gonna need a compass.
Compass.
Not the ones that you try to find your way through the woods. The ones that you put on paper to help you draw perfect circles.
Oh, those. Oh, I forgot about those.
You're gonna need your calculator because he threw a lot of numbers at you. Man, you gotta get your twiddle hand. You gotta make it more. You gotta make it easy.
Anyway, like moving on from middle school math class.
I had one number. And it was the number 2. I was being smart. I was being Twittery. People do this in the Twitter world. It's like, yo, I'm going to the store.
To the.
Yeah. To DA. Duh. Dude.
I think that's da.
And dude, I didn't say dude. I said do. That's
okay.
DOO.
Pay your dues.
Twitter. Duh. I'm paying my dues, and that's spelled DUES.
Anyway, like I said, moving on from middle school math class here, I wanted to say one thing about since we're talking about goal setting and like getting your right mindset. We didn't talk about a whole lot about just hanging out with the right people. I know we said find something.
Because I didn't want to hurt more people, Nate.
But it's not that you're hurting them. It's
true.
It's not that you're It's nothing against them. It's nothing against them. It doesn't say anything about them as a person. It's just about. It's more about like you and where you want your life to go.
I want to do good for them.
Exactly.
So I just hope that the ones that I don't seem to have time for, it's not like it's just a different pathway thing. Like because I have to do. To do what I have to do means I have to do what I gotta do. It's just like the I part, like I would love to come kick it and have a couple drinks and stuff like that. But honestly I don't got time for that. We're trying to make stuff happen, and when we have stuff happening, then we got time for it. But it's you have to figure out. I don't know, man. It sucks.
It's almost like you have to build your entourage around your lifestyle.
Exactly.
And it's. Like I said before, I mentioned earlier in the episode that you want to hang out with someone that you want to be in the same position as in 5 years from now. That's one thing. But you also you gotta cut out the negative people in your life. People are just bringing you down. Like they may be your friends, they may be really good friends of yours. That's fine. But it's not like you need to cut them out of your life. But you need to you just need to look past the negativity.
I was fortunate enough to have to work with a negative person for a while who got really negative.
Yeah.
But it helped me see that so this is what I sound like.
Yeah.
So next time when I'm bitching, I'll just bitch on the inside, keep the bitching on the inside, let that tumor grow. But just not piss off everyone else who's trying not to hate their day.
Right.
So yeah, the common courtesy thing.
Because I was that guy for a while. I was fucking down the dumps all the time, and I remember this. Yeah, you remember this. It was a bad deal. I've kind of had
to have down, but then I got to that point where I'm like, all right, well, down the dumps, Nate is giving me fucking don't kill myself advice. This is awesome. But that's what you need. But that's what it comes to that point though where you're either it's the same thing with anyone who's doing the wrong thing all the time and they want to change, right? But when are you gonna hit rock bottom, basically? Yeah. Everyone has to hit the rock, and I've hit my rock bottom. I can't be fucking doing the same thing. At least you've
never been homeless.
Never been homeless. That's true. Yeah. That's true. Okay, so I'm doing good. So never been homeless.
So you haven't hit rock bottom in that sense.
I've hit as far as I'll let myself hit rock bottom.
There you go.
There's some people
that's a good way to put it.
There's some people you think man, how has he not hit rock bottom yet? But to them though, it's where is your rock bottom? Because you've seen people hit the lowest level, and then somehow they find a shovel and dig a little deeper than jump in that. It just sometimes it just doesn't end. And you got
it depends on your mentality and your outlook.
Yeah, it's as low as I will go, and then that's it.
You got you need to be grateful for what you have, but you always there's nothing wrong with always wanting to strive for more. Like I actually had this like someone. Like I'm gonna kind of sound like a greedy little fucker for a second here.
I sound like that every day.
But like the concept of like, you know, having like assets and money and like having, it's like, for me, being an entrepreneur or like wanting to start an entrepreneur I can't talk, entrepreneurial venture. I'm sorry. You know, it's not about the money, really. Like, it's not about like just like being the richest person in the world, or the richest person I could possibly be. Like, it's about having the financial freedom. It's just
money is the byproduct.
Yeah, money's the byproduct. I was talking about I don't know if you guys are familiar, but he's a serial entrepreneur. His name is Ty Lopez, and I'm going to use a quote from him real quick. He said, "I don't want you to think of money as money. I want you to think of it as freedom units." Like, is that like, well, think about it. Like, freedom units. Like,
it's like fun coupons.
Yeah, they're
from
like,
Wall Street.
Like,
fun coupons.
Consider money as like a coupon or whatever, and like like having money gives you the luxury to like enable you to live the life that you want to live, like pursue all your dreams and passions and everything. And it doesn't have to be an aspect of greed. And I think it's kind of unfortunate that people like look down on people that are. Or I should some people look down on people that are like, you know, aspiring to make a good income and, you know, and just like, you know, make a name for themselves, and like, oh, you're only interested in money. You're only interested in like doing this, and this. It's like, well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with trying to better my life and making good decisions and just being able to enjoy my life to the fullest and get the most out of it?
Here's the thing. Right now, like, I would love to help people. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
But I can't, because I can't even help. I'm trying to, like, I don't have enough to give. And that's the thing, is that's like, you can't hate on somebody for wanting to have a lot, because you don't know what they're going to do with that.
Yeah.
They might take that money and donate it to find the cure for cancer when they die, you know?
Yeah.
You don't know what their plan was with the money. And I would love to help people all across the world. That'd be the greatest thing ever. But, like, how can I do that when I can barely afford to pay the rent and barely afford? That's another thing too with the motivation and the goal setting for me, is getting out of where I'm at. And you go to work, like, and you spend all day thinking at work of how you're gonna get out, and then you come home and then you fall asleep, and then you're too tired to do things, and like, or you'll just like, well, I'm just gonna go hang out and do this, and then like you realize that your whole life revolves around what you spend most of your time on. Mm-hmm. And you spend most of your time on trying to not spend most of your time on something, and then you have to just break the cycle.
Because you need to ask yourself, though, anyone that's listening out there, like, do you want to just survive, or do you want to actually live? Like, there's a difference between living and surviving. Surviving is just more about, like, I'm going to use an example of just like, you know, just getting by month to month. Like, that's just like, you're just existing. Like, what's I mean, not to sound.
I had a talk with a guy once, and I remember when I met him, we were talking about, like, you know, we're talking about politics and financials and stuff, and I was like, man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of working at this place and doing this stuff and being poor. And he's like, well, you know, I kind of got used to the idea of being poor, just being okay with it. I was like, whoa, what did you just say? Oh, shit. What? Damn, dude. You're only like 26. You already gave up, my friend. You're done. It's over. And, like, I don't ever want that. Like, to have to say the word. How could you ever say those words? Like, I'm kind of getting used to the idea of being poor. Like, I'm kind of getting used to the idea of not having what I want. I'm kind of like used to the idea of just going to the local park because I can't afford to go to the amusement park that I want to. Like, that sucks. That's settling, dude.
But you know, also at the same time, like, maybe that's how they're content. Like, they could be. They don't need everything, and that's fine. Like, if that makes you happy.
No,
like,
that's a person though. But that's the difference though. Is like, you can decide that. But if you're deciding that because you gave up, there's a difference there. There's a difference because people can have money and do those things.
Right.
Like, look at Warren Buffett. Like, he's like the master of this. Warren having Buffett, more money, he could build a space rocket and launch himself into space because he's got that much money. But he's like, no, I'll just live in Omaha, Nebraska, of all places.
Because he's like, fuck you, rich, pretty much.
He's so rich that it's like not even fun anymore, I'm sure. Like, it's almost like a burden. I'm like, oh, I'm so rich, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with this anymore.
I'm just like, I could go do that, I guess. It's like
I guess I'll go to the Bahamas.
I
like,
could
fine,
go to, but like, well, I mean, I've already done that. You know, like, pretty much. He's probably to the point where he's done everything. Except maybe skydiving. But I'm saying, like, you get to that point, though, like, then you could, like, I just don't ever want to, like, get to the point where, like, because I wasn't willing to overcome, because I did want more at one point, but then I just settled, and I was just like, I'm getting used to the idea of just taking it.
Never settle. It's always there's always room, always room to get to achieve greatness, and always room for improvement. So, like, the worst thing you could do is just settle and just
Stop growing.
stop growing. Yeah, like there's. It's like you're gonna get stuck in the rat race, and it's no way to live. It's no way to get the fullest amount of like existence, I guess.
There's not enough cheese to go around.
There's not enough cheese. Yeah, you're stuck in the rat race with not enough cheese. That's a good way.
There's not enough cheese.
That's a good way. That's a good quote. I like that.
Thank you. I'm just a quote machine, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe like 100 years from now, they're just gonna be like reading Danny quotes. It's like, you're in a rat race, and there's just not enough cheese, man. But to them, like, that was like, did you hear what he just said? What was he trying to say right now? And like, yeah.
College professors are gonna be like, so what does this quote mean? Like they're gonna point to like the nerdy girl in class. You're just like, oh, like,
I think he's trying to say that no matter how hard you try in life, sometimes there's just not enough to go around.
Yeah. In a nutshell.
More or less.
You pretty much said it.
I say it. I don't think about it. I can't tell you what I said.
So
I just tell you what I said.
So always like be on the lookout for new like people. Don't be afraid to branch out and get out of your comfort zone, and like find people that you are like-minded like the way you are, and associate yourself with them. Like introduce yourself. Like I said before, what do you want to be in 5 years? Find that person.
And no matter where you are in your journey of being an entrepreneur, you will come across the concept of mastermind groups at some point, and then like you're going to figure out that this is something you need to do. And I don't think we've labeled ourselves a mastermind group by any means. I don't think there's very many masterminds in this group, but I do think we are very like-minded people doing on a like-minded journey, basically.
And it doesn't even have to be entrepreneurs. Like you could just, I don't know, like you could find someone who just has like similar interests and aspirations in life. Like, but maybe not. It might not be an entrepreneurial aspect. Like, but that would be a good person to associate yourself with because they're on the same mentality as you are. They want to get the most out of life, and they want to just... I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore. I've kind of lost my train of thought. But, yeah.
Help me help you. That's where we go when the train of thought gets lost.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
You almost think like Malaysian Airs owns this train or something.
Malaysian Airs?
It's gone. We don't know where it went. The train of thought's gone.
Oh, my
and
God.
We're going to move on, though. We don't know where it went. No, but yeah, and it does come down to having you got to surround yourself with people that are like-minded. It does come down to it. Because I've had many times where I'll be kicking with people that you'll be like-minded in the same sense. Like, yeah, man, we're going to do something someday. Yeah, dude, pass the weed, though, bro. And like together, y'all didn't do anything.
Like, what did that weed get you?
It didn't get you nothing. And that's so. Yeah, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people, especially people like me who are in the process of quitting certain things. Like, I want to limit my drinking down, and I've quit smoking cigarettes. Like the biggest obstacle in life. But like, if I had people around me that I know would give me a cigarette, I would never have even like attempted to try.
Yeah.
And there's still people now that I want to kick it with, but I can't yet. Like, I gotta like kind of like. It's not a personal thing. It's it kind of is a personal thing. It's like, right. I have to like not be around you for a minute. Let me become like a normal human being again, and then we'll kick it. And I'll be like that dude that like looks at you weird for smoking. I can't wait to flip the script.
Wow, it's a year
dude,
later.
Are you really gonna ruin your lungs with that? God, what are you thinking? Did you not like see the classes? I mean, I used to smoke, but like I got over it. Yeah, and.
Like it's just like you're saying, oh, it's a year later, and oh wow, you're doing the same exact thing you were doing last year. Like
that's exactly
those
it,
the kind
man.
of people
I've been doing the same thing
around.
for years. People have been doing the same thing for years. The people that I looked up to in the beginning of music are doing the same thing, and it's that's when you get to the point where it's like it's okay, it's go time. It's time to change what I'm doing. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Let's change it all then. Let's completely flip the script, and that's, with the lack of smoking and getting over fear of phone calls and cold calls. That's why I want to eventually I want to do an episode where we get into some cold calls.
Yeah.
Because I will be.
I was actually pretty proud of myself at being able to just get those numbers.
Dude, when I first did it too, I was expecting the worst thing ever, man, but I landed my first three calls I made.
Yeah.
Like each one I went out to my wife and I was like, I did it. And she's like, well, I know you could. I'm like, well, I know I could too, but
But like
I did it.
Like it's almost.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and think about this, and then
It's
like I
almost
do it again.
surreal.
Then I come back the second call. I'm like, you never guess what happened. Second call, I did it. It's like, well, of course you can. Why can't? Why I don't understand. What are you doing? Where are you going with
What's
this?
the big deal?
Well, it's just it's self doubt.
Because
That's what it is. And
you got to get over the self doubt and break down those mental barriers that are just telling you no, you can't. And
I want a cold call
listen.
on the podcast live for people to hear, because that's the ultimate that's like being afraid of performing on stage and then going out in front of the stage.
And don't ever listen to naysayers.
Don't ever listen to
If
naysayers.
people tell you that you can't, those
I've experienced since I've stopped the smoking thing and I've kind of changed the way I've been doing things. I've been seeing the haters come out of the woodworks a little bit.
Yeah, the haters will come.
First day they
will
are
come.
supportive. They're all they've been in, but then like a second day, a third day, it's like you're doing something that they couldn't really do.
And and as
You know what I mean?
I was talking about with the people that are doing the same thing over and over again. It's like they probably
Which
won't-
is the definition of insanity.
That is the definition of insanity, and they're gonna look at you like you're like a different person. Like, well, yeah, because I'm trying to improve my life. So, and if you are my friend, you can either support me or get the fuck out of my way.
Ooh, it's got personal. Get
the
Nate
fuck out.
just told you to get the fuck out of my way.
But also on the same note, you can't forget who your friends are, and you can't forget the people that have been there for you. And it's. Where was I going to go with that? I just lost my fucking did it again. I lost my train of thought.
We are sponsored by Malaysian Airlines.
Hey, okay, yeah. I got it. But yeah, you can't forget who your friends are, and you can't forget the people that have been there for you. And in the midst of all this work that you're doing for yourself and all this effort and time that you're putting in, you got to remember to find time to let loose and unwind. You can't you gotta mentally
That is true, and this
yourself.
is kind of
you gotta have some fun.
I want this to be my weekly unwind.
Yeah,
where I get to talk about my week, and that's the cocktail part. Have some fun.
You gotta
think on it, drink on it, but from Monday through Friday up until this point. Next week, man, you're right. We kind of went into this week. Yesterday you texted me and you're like, man, I'm really excited to talk about what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I said, me too, man. I'm excited to talk about what I want to talk about. But we were on completely different planes. You were excited to come tell me your successes. I'm excited for once. I'm gonna admit what's my problem. And the rest of the week, I get to listen to this. And if there's a day that I wake up and I'm just I do the same old start to my day, and then I can listen to this and be like, oh yeah, I forgot. Today's the day that I fix this shit. Mm-hmm. And there's too many people that believe in me to not do what I need to do. So I'm setting myself up for the biggest failure ever, or I'm setting myself up for the biggest win ever. And that's where we're at right now.
Yeah. Yeah, just give yourself some time to unwind and just recharge yourself and find a new mentality. I mean, Bill Gates always he said that he didn't take a day off in his 20s, and I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, granted, Bill Gates is Bill Gates, and that's his own thing. But I'm not out to be the richest man in the world. Bill Gates had a different mentality. He wants to just own everything, which is cool. But I gotta have some time to unwind, dude. I can't just sit there and work. I can't just waste.
I'm
my
opposite
time.
thinking because
not
I've
waste my
had
time, but-
I've had so much unwind time.
Yeah,
that now it's time to switch gears, and it's time to there's no more
switch gears.
There's no more unwinding for me. I'm on a different because here's the thing though, when I do unwind, that's when I unwind too much, and then the next day I've just sabotaged myself. Because I had it with Kayla. We hung out the other night, and I was the next day I was going to be so productive. Oh man, I was going to be so productive, Nate. And then we went out, and then drinks and drinks and drinks, and then the next day it's 10 o'clock. I just woke up oh well, there goes that. I did work out that day, and I was proud of myself for that. And I puked afterward because that was you want to go work out and puke. And work out after you
it
drink,
is.
but
It is important to switch gears when you're being an entrepreneur, and you need to be disciplined. But at the same time, you can't burn yourself out. You got to let loose and have some fun.
Same thing with me. Smoking cigarettes. It's the same thing.
Every once in a while, you need to recharge.
So since I'm not smoking cigarettes, I wanted to reward myself. So I took me and my family to the zoo.
Yeah, there you go.
And that was cool. And you put yourself in a position where I just spent $200-something. I spent more than I spend on cigarettes at the zoo. So now I don't have a choice. I can't smoke.
Exactly.
So that's cool. Yeah, I spent the money that I was going to smoke with. That's my smoking money.
And you brought a positive outcome out of it, as opposed to killing yourself.
Hey kids, Daddy took the smoking money, and we're gonna go to the zoo. too. So that's what I did. The old smoking jar. But we'll take the money out for treat ourselves when we don't smoke.
Pretty much.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself, fool. Yeah. And I think we're gonna leave you guys with that for this week. Next week we are gonna talk about personal finance, budgeting, and
so basically we're gonna shit on Danny again for a second week in a row, and we're gonna you guys, this sucks.
It's not.
I need to hear it, but yeah, we're gonna get into finances.
It's not a bad thing.
Credit, you need destroying it, and then we're gonna talk about building that bitch back up.
How to budget,
budget.
manage your personal finance,
how to manage your personal finances,
building it back up,
and
if
how
it
to
is
build that bitch
broken.
back up. That's what we're doing around here.
Yeah,
we're building bitches back up
from the ground up.
But you have to break them down first.
It's like the military.
Which is happening to me. I'm getting. What did you say?
It's like the military.
It's like the military.
Yeah.
You gotta find Danny when he's eager to do it, and then you want to teach him. No, you fucked up. You shouldn't have done this because now people are listening to you just get shitted on. But then we're gonna build you back up, and you're gonna be tougher. And then you might not get a job when you leave after this because you're in America. So we're gonna be real about it. But yeah, that's the whole thing with me and this whole podcast, man. It's just this week I get to listen to like my failures of this week, and then I get to work on them for next week.
Exactly.
And next week I'm coming in swinging.
We're coming in strong.
That's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
So until next time.
Wait.
What?
Hit me up on Twitter. At @free2Roam free. That's it.
And mine.
I should have said it in a way that didn't lead you on to thinking there was more coming.
Yeah.
And Nate.
And mine, Nworth, WERTH 1988 at Nworth 1988 on Twitter.
Yes, and also hit us up at salesfailsandcocktails.wordpress.com.
And if you want to email us. Email
sales, fails, and cocktails at gmail.com. And what's our buddy's name again in Pakistan? We gotta end on him. I want him to know that he is this important.
Yeah.
Safwan.
If you have a business and you want to get your name out there, you want to like be able to post on a regular blog, go to startup.ily or no, excuse me, startupily.com.
See, Nate, and he's not reading off of anything.
No.
So he's given time, Safwan.
So I memorized this shit.
He took the time, brother. He took the time to learn it. So yeah, definitely. And we want to thank you all for tuning in. And we'll see you next week. Reminding you, this is Danny B and Nate reminding you to think on it
and drink on it.
Got a half hit the jack in the backseat. Been a bad week, but I'm looking for a come up. Got a fridge on the fritz. I get money by the bits, but it's never enough. No. Glass half full, kind of guy sipping dry when the blues, but I know the summertime's still mine. And I just can't wait, feeling great. Think before I was low, now I feel like I levitate. The scenery changes, switching lanes, racing, praying I would never have to find love.